Hey guys, this is another episode of me talking, and I just really gotta remind all of us to not be consumers. And what I mean by consumer is just someone who buys something new almost every day, right? Like if you can avoid it, you probably shouldn't you probably don't need to buy things every goddamn day, every damn hours, right? Like, I know modern day society kind of builds us for that kind of dopamine release when we click buy or when we, go to a restaurant or whatever and just buy something, right? Buy a meal, the experience, everything. It's something that takes a lot of hardwiring to actually get out of your brain. Like to not build your brain, like to actually rewire your brain to get away from those instant dopamine hits is so difficult because that's literally what the system is built to do effectively. They want you to spend money every damn second. They want you to, and if not money, then spend credit. And if not credit, well then get a loan. And if not loan, well, you kind of get it, right? Like as long as you're like spending money, oh, you're part of society. And it's one of the main reasons why I've always heavily disliked this view that society gives off that you must always be either productive or spending money to be a member of society because that shouldn't be like a requirement to be part of society even though modern capitalism makes that and forces us to engage in it. It shouldn't be the case. Like I should be able to live or just spend the entire day on my bed just literally doing nothing, and if I want to, that should be something I can explore, something I can want to do, or I don't know, just watching an NBA game on a stream site, right? I'm not gonna say what site, but just living my life, just wanting to do whatever I want. You don't always need to buy stuff, especially when it comes down to media. For media, you could pirate it. Well, I'm not gonna say pirate. There are alternative instruments you could use to outmaneuver the corporations, or not outmaneuver. There's instruments you can use. That's all I'm gonna say for legal reasons. But besides that, I mean, we're being completely utterly honest here. There's modern society completely builds us or almost really infantilizes us, right? Because well, we can't build our clothes, we can't build our own clothes, we can't farm, we can't raise our own animals, we can't do a lot of things, and we kind of are just forced to buy things. And I'm not just talking about necessities, because necessities obviously you do need them, of course, right? You're not going to live without deodorant or groceries or your phone or your tablet. Of course, you can keep those things, keep buying them, but we don't need to spend money every day on luxury items for no real purpose or no real means. Like there's no need for it. And if the economy collapses for it, then good. Legitimately, the entire global economy right now is nothing but a house of cards that is that is barely sticking together in 100 miles per hour winds. Right now, I think we're in a prime position to see maybe up to 30 or 40 or 60% reduction in the S&P 500 and maybe as much as 90% for a lot of stocks like Nvidia and AMD because they've grown too large. They've become too, well, bubblish. Everything's a goddamn bubble. Specifically when it comes down to AI. Can AI replace what 50% of America's white collar workforce? Should it? Would I even want to see a future like that where the future of our country is literally being, like the children are being taught by AI, right? Oh, never lobby against your employer, never try to unionize, never try to improve your life, always be a good rat in the rat race, right? And it really does horrify me to where where society is really pointing us to. These corporations do not want independent thinking minds. They just want consumers. They want people who will buy, buy, and buy. If not shares, then a product, and if not a product, well then they'll take credit. They just want people to contribute to the system, to the capitalistic system. They don't even care if they're members of society. They just want them to spend fucking money. And it's really starting to fucking irritate me how any and everything in this damn society requires us to spend money. And if you don't spend money, you don't be that endless consumer, well then now you're not allowed to socially, yeah, exist effectively, right? You can't go to the bar, you can't go to the mall, you can't really go to probably like parties that require you to pay up just to go into them. Everything legitimately has a cost that, when you truly utterly think about it, kind of just turns us all into infinite like bucks for these corporations. And I hate it. I hate this future that we're in, right? On my iPad, and I see nothing but ads. Ads for New York Times, ad for Washington Post, ad for New York Post, ad for Apple, ad for Marlboro, ad for Juul, ad for Samsung, ad for PlayStation, ad for Xbox, ad for Nintendo. Just ads, 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 ads. It never stops. It never does. It feels like a war that you can't win. Especially when you just don't want to spend money. You just want to be humble, keep your neck up, and keep going. Just keep going. Keep minding your business. Not dealing with any expensive hoes or just crazy people. Just mind your business, right? And just not be a mindless consumer that just spends money without thinking, without wanting, without needing, just spending. Don't be that person. Be the bigger person. Don't spend money. And that's the end of the video. Bye. Bye for now.